Hello.
Hi,
Welcome to Let's Not Talk About Fashion, the podcast where we sometimes talk about fashion.
I'm your co host, Rali.
And I'm your co-host, Jenny.
And for today's episode, we have more Reddit stories.
Ooh.
There is so much fashion drama in Reddit stories, like people how they dress. I feel like people love commenting on
I
the
think people
way
like judging.
judging, yes, but it's fine to judge silently. I mean, I do it. I think everyone kind of does slightly.
Yeah.
But to say it to someone's face,
That's a different story.
that's a different story. Also, like a lot of these stories, it's not just about judging, it's also like very condescending and I don't know, doesn't sit well. But I have some good ones.
No, I see. Sometimes I do think like people do it because it makes them feel better to put other people down. And it's like, you know, the old saying, like, if you've got nothing to say, don't say anything at all.
I mean, that's the whole concept of bullying. It's like half of the bullies are just super insecure people and then they take it out on you just because they can.
Yes, they can. And it's very painful. It's very, yeah.
How do you feel about like someone telling you how you should dress?
Well, okay, working in fashion, there's two ways. If a stylist tells me how to dress for a specific event, that's one story. If someone, you know, puts the effort in, it's part of their job, it's part of my job to attend an event, fine, I'm okay with that. But in day-to-day life, no. No.
I agree. Like,
No.
if I don't pay you for that service, for you to tell me what looks good on me, what doesn't, I don't need your opinion.
I don't need your opinion.
Like, if I don't ask you for your opinion,
Yeah.
like, that's the worst time you should give your opinion, when someone doesn't ask you. And a lot of these people just like giving their opinion when they haven't been asked.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Like, I think it's a fine line. I think if you are, like, if your friend wears something that, you know, doesn't work at all, there's ways to say it, maybe. Because
agree.
you also want to be a good friend. Like, I want to feel I want my friend to look, I don't know, their best. And it's not that I'm saying, oh no, you can't wear that, it looks awful, but maybe like suggesting that another garment that they have may look better on them or better suited for the occasion.
Yeah. Well, in this story, this first story, we're gonna see exactly kind of that. People giving their opinion about certain clothes.
Unsolicited advice.
Unsolicited advice, I would say. It's a bit of a friendship one. It's coming from Am I the Asshole? It's called Am I the Asshole for telling my friend she was uninvited from my birthday dinner if she didn't pick a different outfit? By the way, this story ended up on Am I the Devil?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm already kind of torn because I kind of know that obviously this kind of, in theory, yes, you're the arsehole. I don't need to listen to your story, but I also know that some people, they're wild in their clothing choices.
Also, they're very, like, some people also very particular about their birthdays and they want the perfect birthday. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like those high expectations when it comes to birthdays and like any kind of like big holiday thing for you. And it's like, it needs to be exactly what I picture it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, no. See, I find that weird. I find that weird trying to control what other people are wearing. I think if you have a certain kind of like dress code or so, because you're going to, I don't know, have a very fancy restaurant for your birthday. But then usually, you know.
Well, let's get into it. Let's see what she says.
Can't wait.
I'm 17 female having a dinner for my 18th birthday. There will be a photographer there, so I wanted everyone to be presentable. So I had all my friends send me pictures of what they plan on wearing. One of my friends sent me a picture of an ugly dress that she picked out and a pair of heels that literally didn't match. I didn't tell her that I thought it was ugly right away. I just told her that she should have a couple more options just in case she changed her mind. That was still what she wanted to wear. Then I was honest and told her the dress was ugly and I didn't want her wearing it to my dinner. She said she liked it and she was wearing it anyways, so I needed to get over it. So I told her if she didn't pick out a different outfit, she was uninvited from my dinner. Now she's mad at me. She says I'm not the one wearing it, so I shouldn't care and I shouldn't be trying to control what people wear. I get that where she's coming from, but to be fair, it's my birthday dinner and I want everyone to look nice and presentable. Am I the asshole?
Yes. Yes. You're selfish. You're not a nice human. Like you just care because it is your photographs, your birthday, your friend. Like the heels don't match the dress.
Like, what matters more, your friendship or looking good for a few pictures on a birthday?
I know, but I don't know, this obsession with like everything has to be perfect in pictures and documented. Isn't it more important to actually live in the moment and like have that friendship with like somebody you clearly, care enough about to invite to your birthday? I think you are the devil, definitely the devil, definitely the asshole.
Definitely the asshole. I also think, with like, you should, yeah, okay, you're gonna have some pictures that you're gonna remember and you're gonna look at those pictures like, oh, look, my perfect birthday dinner. And that one friend that I didn't end up inviting because I didn't like her outfit, now we're not friends anymore. Instead of it being, oh, look, all my friends came for my birthday to celebrate me. Rather than just being about the aesthetics of the birthday.
I think it's awful. I think you're not a nice human.
Definitely.
And sometimes you just have to suck it up. And like, when I was younger, my mum, like, she always dressed in this extremely stylish way. My mum used to have like these red boots she wore with a really oversized trench coat, belted really tight and like really big shades. And she was so cool. I was so embarrassed. I was absolutely embarrassed to be seen with her. Would I have told her? No, never. Now I look back and think, oh my God, I was so stupid. Look at us. Look at that, And I think it's the same thing. It's like you probably look back and you just like don't even notice the dress anymore. You remember the moment. And I think people get too hung up on what other people are wearing and then they're embarrassed by it. Most people won't remember what your friend wore for your birthday party anyway. It's just you and your obsession with looking good in your photographs.
And like posting on social media and for like other people to see.
Yeah.
Like this was posted 3 years ago, so.
Yeah. Definitely the devil. Definitely the asshole.
Some comments. Oh yeah, she was voted the asshole.
Good.
Like, so it's been voted asshole. There is. Let me see some comments. This one is, am I the asshole for dictating what my friends can wear because I value the aesthetic of some photographs over their company? Yes, you're the asshole.
Yes. What did people say? Like, I'm just curious. Did anyone say she's not the asshole?
I mean, it's a lot of assholes. Yes, it's mind-blowing how self-centered people have become. No thought or consideration for the person, her friend, wearing the dress. Maybe they don't have money for another dress. There are innumerable reasons, but it's also inconceivable to me that a 17-year-old is attempting to control what their friends wear. And is clueless how wrong it is.
If you're that obsessed with, then buy the outfits for your guests.
Yeah, someone also commented, this Instagram and generation, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, OP is definitely the incredible immature asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, she's 17.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll give her some grace over the fact that she is 17, and I feel like your brain is not developed yet.
Yeah.
But you need to take these comments, take the fact that you've been called an asshole, and do something to change about it before your brain develops and you're stuck like this forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, on to the next. Our next story is from relationship advice.
Ooh.
So, there's some relationship drama happening here. The way I dress is harming my relationship. Girlfriend hates the way I dress.
Ooh.
I've read this one and like I have some ideas, but at the same time
I'm already having ideas and I feel the dilemma, if I may say so.
All right, let's get started. I recently got into nicer clothes and nicer perfumes. I work out, take care of myself, and decided that at the end of the day, my fashion sense is also a reflection of who I am and how I can represent myself. I, in no way, go above my means. I make sure all my clothes fit my budget, and I have never spent my money irresponsibly. With that being said, I wear a lot of designer clothing. My clothing does not financially hurt us. I'm in a position where I can afford what I wear. I'm saying all of this to negate the idea that my girlfriend dislikes my sense of style because of the idea that it hurts us financially. It doesn't. I digress. I've been dating my girlfriend since our teen years. We've been dating for 8 years, and as the math suggests, we're both in our early 20s. As a couple, we've grown and developed, and as of right now, I find myself getting into self care a bit more than I ever did. My style leans more towards the LA style, the Saint Laurent, Micah Miri style, which is basically skinny jeans, wide boots, leather jackets, button up shirts, or just oversized shirts in general. I make sure I'm never looking too loud, and if I am, it's only one item while everything else is neutral. So, if I'm wearing a patchwork Amiri denim pair of pants, it has a lot to look at. So, the shirt will be a plain solid color like a solid white or solid black, and the boots will be the exact same. Overall, I try not to look like I'm wearing advertisement, and I try to put together nice outfits. I've gotten nothing but compliments, even been featured on some social media platforms which my outfits were appreciated by thousands of people. My girlfriend hates my style. Every time I leave the house, she asks me to change, or she says she hates my jeans or how skinny they look. She hates boots and always questions why I buy designer items. We were supposed to go to a barbecue today, and when I showed her my outfit, which was a Louis V button down shirt that has blue branding on it, with blue Amiri skinny jeans and white Vans, she literally told me to change, or we're not going. Honestly, it hurts my feelings because clearly I want to look good for the girl I love, but I also really like expressing myself through the clothing I have, and I feel really confident wearing something that I feel fits me. What should I do in this situation? I don't feel like I'm accepted anymore by my girlfriend, but I also don't want to change. Should I appease her and dress differently, or work on a compromise when I'm with her, or just do me and keep rolling the way I've been?
What's her problem? Has
Uh,
he spoken to her? Because like I just think, see, I find that weird. I mean, it's a difficult situation, you know. I think we've all been on dates where like somebody turns up and you just internally raise your eyebrows and you think, I hate your shoes. I hate your trousers. I hate your t-shirt.
Thing is, like, they've been together for
But
so long.
exactly.
They should have like a communication, and like all she says is she hates it. She doesn't really say why. But like, I personally would not date a guy that wears skinny jeans. Like, for me personally, I don't think skinny jeans really look good on a guy. I know what he's talking. I know the Miri jeans. They're not like, they're like
I know,
skinny,
yeah.
but they're like, I get it. But I personally would not date someone with that wears skinny jeans because I wear a lot of baggy pants and I kind of like it on a guy.
Yeah, but if you've been, I don't know, has he changed his style? Is he just,
He
is
said he's
this,
changed his style over the years and he started to dress more like that.
but it's like if it's the skinny jeans, like, you know, there's always ways if you are with somebody that you can like maybe say, you know, like have that relationship as well where you say, you know, I don't know, or buy your partner a pair of slightly like slim fit. It don't have to be skinny, but things like that. But like you can also say I prefer, but like refusing to go out with somebody.
I mean, also, if I've been dating someone for such a long time and over the time he's changed his style, if I love this person, I don't think I would mind it.
No.
Like, I'll be like, okay, this is your style. Like, now I know, like, if I go into a relationship with someone, I could not date someone that wears skinny jeans, but that's like a personal preference.
Yeah.
And it's not someone I've been with for like 8 years.
Yeah, I find that strange. Like, how can you? I don't know. 8 years is a very long time.
I think he should definitely talk to her and like they can like actually ask her.
What is it?
Like, is it just the skinny jeans? Like, what is the actual issue? What do you want me to change? Like, what do you actually not like? Is it just the skinny jeans? Is it the combo? Like, I don't know, understand.
Is it the branding? Is it the designer clothes? I mean, he's very much focused on the designer clothes, but I would mean this is the only thing that I can say is like speak to that person. Why are you talking to the internet but not to your partner?
Yeah.
I find that very strange because just say, look, you know, what is it? What is exactly
Like,
that you
this
don't,
makes me feel
you don't,
confident. What's the
yeah.
issue with, like,
But also just like maybe it's something, what is it exactly that you don't like? Maybe she, yeah.
yeah,
But maybe it's also a jealousy thing. Maybe she doesn't want him to look too good. A control thing.
could be.
You know how sometimes people have that where
What
they
if she?
don't want their partner to look better than them. They want to be the one where people say, "Oh, you're punching above your weight," kind of thing.
And
Where
especially with that happens a lot with guys and like girls, like guys making girls wear like not super revealing clothes. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, they meet them, they fall in love with them, or they're in a relationship with them, and then they're starting to kind of change who they are. But maybe he changed in a way that it makes her feel uncomfortable. So maybe it's not even the specific clothing item. Maybe it's like that he just makes her feel uncomfortable because maybe she thinks that he's better looking. But then I would fundamentally question a relationship because if you can't be in a relationship because I don't know, like my partner, like, I mean, looks amazing and people say, oh my God, he looks amazing. Like I would go like, oh yeah, I'm with him. He's with me. Like we're
yeah,
together.
I'll feel
Like
super
oh, look
confident
at
that
him.
people like
Yeah,
are like my
he
partner.
chose me, 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 me. And
Exactly.
and I would like always be the number one fan.
And like he says that people compliment his outfit.
Yeah,
Like she's the only one that's like,
yeah.
no, I hate this.
I reckon there's something deeper
Yeah.
happening than
It could be
just
also the money part. Like not because she doesn't think that they can afford it. It's more like, can she afford designer stuff? Like do they, like it's his money, but does she have the
jealousy.
money for like designer stuff as well? Or maybe she's jealous from the fact that he gets designer things and she can't afford that. Like I don't know how their financial, like how they split the bills. This like
Yeah,
if he buys her stuff that is a bit more like expensive, maybe
that's a good point.
it could be that like
Yeah.
jealousy when it comes to the
I have a
money
feeling
aspect.
that it may be a deeper lying psychological problem rather than like a psychological issue, either jealousy of I want to afford what he has, or um, jealousy that, or fearing that he might, I don't know, find somebody else because she maybe doesn't have that much self esteem.
Yeah, I could see that. He is quite responsive in some of the comments. If you want
Okay,
me,
yeah,
I'll read through
please.
some. So, this commenter asks a few questions, and he responds to them. So one of the questions: does she just not like the look? And he responds, I think this is honestly it. I
Mm.
don't know. Does she feel the name brands are pretentious? No, she doesn't. I'm not wearing a king's gown and crown. I wear skinny jeans and a pair of boots. Does she feel you're overdressed for the occasion? She never mentioned overdressing to be an issue, and even if all the events I've went to, I've noticed people there dressed similarly. Does she feel like you're taking attention away from her? Does she feel poorly dressed in comparison to you? This has come up once. We went to a mall. She told me she felt like she's underdressed. Obviously, I changed and didn't make her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Could be more there. Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I think there's more there.
Yeah, let me scroll down to see some more. If there's some more comments from OP. Um, Someone says, "Nah, don't change the to appease her. Expressing herself is important. You should ask what she doesn't like about your style, but it's natural to change in relationships, and how she responds to that question is important. Explain that it's important to you to express yourself, and dressing this way makes you feel good, and you're curious what she doesn't like about it." And then OP responds, "Thank you for the advice. I think I shouldn't change much, but should just work towards a vocal understanding with her. But I honestly found my style through social media. I just clicked with the community that seemed to dress okay, but I found pieces I liked and ran with it. Put things together that suited me. Social media, everybody tries to dress the loudest and hardest. I want to be a little more subtle with my look. If I were you, I'd just take a look at a lot of major fashion brands out right now." Yeah, he responded basically like how he could dress as well, but doesn't say about the relationship. I don't see him mentioning talking to her. There's also, if I click on his profile, I think last time I checked there was no update. It's from a throwaway account. Okay, so he responds
we
to
have an
one more
update?
comment.
Oh,
There's
is it
no
just like okay.
no
I got
update, but
excited.
one last comment where he responds to some questions. If she doesn't like the way you dress, she can date somebody else. He responds, I don't plan on throwing away 8 years of a relationship for skinny jeans. I'm actually asking for advice on what a good course of action should be to see if there has been similar experiences and how they prevailed or a different point of view I've yet to consider. And then another comment. If you'd rather buy $1,000 jeans that help homeless people or whatever, then that's fine and your choice. I'd also like to keep politics out of this because I'm able to afford expensive clothes does not mean I don't spend my money for good as well. Besides, I should be able to keep the fruits of my labor and not distribute everything I have.
Yeah.
So that's about it. No update, no comment more about the relationship. And yeah, people kind of dissing him about the spending of money.
Yeah, but that's his choice.
That's his choice.
You can spend your money. Like, why are people getting on their high horses?
I think a lot of people that do that don't have the money to spend on.
Yeah.
So it's
jealousy.
It is jealousy.
So what? Let people do with the money what they want to do with their money,
yeah.
And meh. I bet a lot of these people are commenting. They go out, they go drinking, they enjoy themselves with their money. Why are you not donating to charity with that money instead of going out and enjoying yourself?
Exactly.
And maybe those jeans. Anyway, moving along.
We digress. Moving along. Today's podcast is supported by Queer Brewing.
Queer Brewing is UK's first queer and trans-owned brewery, making queer beers and big queer since 2019. Founded by Lily Wade Marston, after recognising a significant lack of LGBTQ plus representation in the beer world, she set up to take up space in an industry dominated by cisgender, heterosexual male voices.
Also, they donate 10p for every can and every pint of beer sold to rotating LGBTQ plus charities who do vital and impactful work for our community. And if you want to learn more about that, you can check out their website. It is www.thequeerbrewingproject.com.
I will be drinking today the Tiny Dots, which is a Pilsner style lager.
And I'll be drinking their Body Shift, which is a 4% pale ale, and it's also gluten-free. So if you want to check them out, go to their website. It'll also be linked in the bio of this video. And yeah, go support your queer community. Back to the episode. Let me just adjust my hair.
Yeah. Moving along.
All right. So this next one. Okay. This next one is short and sweet. It's from Am I the Asshole? Ended up on Am I the Devil? So we kind of know where they're classified as.
Yep.
Am I the asshole for dressing up for a funeral?
Wait, what?
Am I the asshole for, they put dressing up in quotations, dressing up for a funeral?
Well,
let's read it.
I already have loads of opinions in my head.
My 27
yes.
female.
No.
Let's see. My 27 female great uncle passed recently. I only saw him every few years at large family reunions, but was still saddened by his passing. He was much closer to my cousins who live in the same state as him. This was the first funeral I have attended as an adult. I will admit, I chose a fashionable outfit because I've always wanted to wear a fancy hat funeral look. I wore a tight black dress, heels, and a small hat with a small veil that only slightly covered one eye. Everyone else, including my intimate family, wore button-down shirts or a simple black dress. No one else was in heels. I did feel silly, but still got several compliments from my aunts. However, my cousins who were really close to my uncle made several comments expressing their annoyance. They said it wasn't a fashion show or a movie set. They said it was a real-life event and asked me to not take Instapics. I had no intentions of taking pictures for social media, and I think they only said that to shame me. But was I wrong to take this opportunity to dress up? I think asshole. Heels and a tiny hat with a veil. Like, you kind of like imagine this is like, in movies when people go to funerals and there's like that like slightly overdressed lady with like the hat and like the veil falling down, like super saddened, like in mourning. But
See, I have a different view on that because this is funny that you should say this. It's actually a very funny story because I wore a 1940s black dress, heels, and a small little feather skull cap to my grandmother's funeral. And the reason why I wore it to my grandmother's funeral is because she always admired skull caps and the way I dressed at specific events. So it was my way of honoring her.
yeah,
And so we had that relationship every time we went to events, and she always commented because I like to dress quite vintagey. And she always admired those. And she's like, oh, I used to have dresses like this. And it's so lovely to see you wear these things. So I wore it to honor her.
but that's different than this. I think like that you're honoring her, you're honoring
Yes.
your grandma, and it's beautiful. With her, she even said it like I took it as an opportunity
Yeah.
to dress up, and like I've always wanted to like wear a dress with like heels and like this tiny hat with the.
And I think that's wrong.
And I think that's really wrong. You're not there to dress up and like as an opportunity. Like if you want to wear that hat, wear it for Halloween.
Oh, just go out and wear that hat. Wear
Yeah.
exactly that outfit to a bar or whatever.
Yeah, it's way more appropriate than wearing it for a funeral. Especially like you're not
I
that
think
close to your uncle.
if you don't have any connections to it, like for me, it was a sentimental decision.
Exactly. This one was just like I feel like it would be cool for me to show up at the
Yeah.
funeral looking
I
like.
want to be the best looking girl at the funeral. That's weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Some comments. Yeah, you're the asshole, I'm afraid. It sounds like instead of dressing to show respect, you were trying to dress as the main character at someone else's funeral.
Yes.
I really appreciate that description. Couldn't find the words myself. Someone else responded that it is. That's it exactly. Also depends on the kind of funeral. It really depends on if it's the somber mourning, the lost kind, or a funeral or the celebrating their life, close to party kind of deal. I feel like if I die, my funeral, I want it to be like a party.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be fun.
Yeah.
Like I want people to enjoy themselves and, have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Also, I plan on getting cremated.
Oh, why?
Because I want to be turned into a gemstone.
For who?
Like for my family.
Okay.
Like a few gemstones get passed down to
Yeah.
like the family members. Like, because you can turn your ashes into so many cool things. Like it can be crystals, it could be like a tree and get planted somewhere.
So you're always with them.
So you're always
That's
with
quite
them.
nice. I think that's quite a nice idea.
I think I'd like that. My mom also wants to get cremated.
And also turn into a gemstone.
I don't know if she wants to be turned into a gemstone. I haven't asked her. I need to ask her. I think like something like that could be worn by the people you love. Like you can either be like your ashes put in something. Like I have like put in like a locket or something, or like a gemstone. I think for me like a gemstone into a ring would be nice.
I would be so terrified of losing it.
Yeah,
Because
but
then that person is gone.
I mean, you don't have to wear it all the time. You can have it somewhere in your house or like
Might
maybe in
get
an stand.
burgled. I would be worried. I like the idea though. I quite like the idea.
I don't think I'd want to be in the ground getting eaten by worms.
Yeah, but you did.
Yeah.
But then I just watched the Ed Gein story, like Monsters on Netflix, and that really scared me.
But also there's like, like that whole thing of the, what was it called? Was it cremophiliac? It's the one where the, like,
Yeah.
they like to fuck dead corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also I don't,
No.
it's gross.
Ew.
Ew.
Ew. That's wrong.
It's very wrong, I don't know.
It's very wrong.
But yeah, you're the asshole for this
Yes.
one.
Moving along. Ew.
Someone said, like a Halloween dress as a Black Widow. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So, asshole, on to the next story. Our next story is also from Relationship Advice.
Oh,
It's a long one, so bear with me with reading this. For those that are new or don't know, I'm slightly dyslexic, so it's really fun for me to to read stuff.
we both are.
So yeah, it takes me a bit of time. Okay, so it's another throwaway account. So my 32 female mother, 65 female, laughed at my wedding dress on the day of my wedding and refuses to say sorry. Should I confront her? And if so, what
Yeah.
do I say?
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yes, you should. You had her. She had. You will never forget about this. You will always hold a grudge. She will always be the one that somehow sabotaged your wedding day. You don't laugh at people's wedding dresses ever on the day.
Let's get into it.
That's awful.
I know. 2 weeks ago, I, 32 female, got married to my long term boyfriend, 32 male. Let me provide some context by talking about my mom for a second. She's 65 female, and I have always had a somewhat strained relationship. She is rude and very hard to please, and my older brothers and I always felt so disapproved of the things we did. However, she raised the five of us alone, working 2 jobs, and we all love her for the sacrifices she made for us and try to look after her now. We all have our own careers. There are there are genuinely good times with her too. So I suppose you might say it's a complex relationship we all have. Anyways, I announced my engagement last year, and while she initially seemed pleased, she gradually pulled away from me and seemed like I was inconveniencing her by asking her for her involvement. For example, I asked if she'd be there while I tried on wedding dresses because it meant a lot to me, and she told me she didn't feel like it. Even when I texted her asking if she wanted to see a photo of the place we chosen as a venue, she said she'd see it when she attended and didn't need to see the picture. I'd been planning on asking if she would walk me down the aisle, but decided not to ask her since she seemed so uninterested by every other aspect of the wedding. I actually asked all 4 of my brothers if they'd do it instead, and they were honored and accepted. The day of my wedding rolled around, and my bridesmaids and I were getting ready before heading to the venue. I had just put on my wedding dress and felt very emotional looking at myself in the mirror. My bridesmaids were very complimentary of it, and it was a special moment between all of us. Just then my mom arrived and actually started laughing when she saw me. Everyone kind of went silent out of shock, and I asked her what was wrong. She just replied with what? It's the first time I'm seeing it, and walked off, leaving me feeling crushed that she laughed at me. My bridesmaids built me back up and I brushed it aside, and I ended up having a lovely wedding. My brother walked me down the aisle as I wanted, and it was so special getting married to my best friend. However, things got worse again as we took wedding photos. My mom and I were asked to take a photo together, and while the photographer was set up, she made some comments about not asking her to walk me down the aisle. It confused me since she'd been so disinterested with everything, and I was going to tell her that because but she suddenly looked at me up and down and laughed again, whispering, "Really? That dress?"
Wow.
Just then, we had our photo taken, and upon reviewing the photos after the fact, I look like I'm about to burst into tears. Perhaps I should have confronted her there and then, but I just wanted to salvage as much happiness as I could for my wedding day.
Oh, poor chicken.
Wait, there's more. I just need to have a drink.
Wow.
A day or so later, however, I told my husband and brothers. They were all shocked and sided with me, asking my mom why she said what she said. My mom apparently said she just hadn't liked my dress and thought I was overreacting. She refused to say sorry, and since then she hasn't spoken. But she's bad mouthing me. On Monday, we're going out on our honeymoon, and I'm wondering if I should confront my mom about this before then, or if there isn't any point and I should just move past it. Even if I do say something, what could it be that would get through to her that I'm hurt? TLDR, my mom laughed at my wedding dress on my wedding day, and I won't say sorry. Should I confront her about this? What should I say? Also, a lot of people were asked about her dress, so she provided a picture.
I want to see the dress. I think your mother is horrible. I think your mother doesn't like you. Like, how can you do this to a person that you love?
Like, she's your daughter and she's getting married. Also, like, you not wanting to go wedding dress shopping with your daughter. I feel like that's every mother's like dream of going with their daughter to pick out the wedding dress.
Yeah. Or at least if you can't physically be there, send me pictures, or, you know, put me on video call or anything like that. Sometimes, obviously, if there's like, I'm not sure if there's like a distance or anything between them. But
It's weird. It's super weird. I don't understand why she said that. Also, why would you like? Why
because
would
she
you laugh?
wanted to hurt her.
She wanted to
She
hurt
wanted
her.
to hurt her. That's a deliberate thing.
I feel like
That's
she's a
not.
narcissist. Like, it's giving narcissistic.
Yeah. And maybe now that she's getting married, you can't control her anymore. But I think this is absolutely awful. Like, I'm so sad right now for her. Like, having the mother, the one person that is biologically programmed to love you, to be this nasty to you. What happened in your mother's life?
I know. I mean, I guess raising 5 kids all by yourself, you kind of start to grow resentment.
What do you? Well, I don't know.
But it's also like not their fault. It's from
But
the
you
kids'
could also
fault.
bond you closer to your children.
I know.
I don't understand it. Like, she must just particularly not like her, because you don't do this to anyone you care about. You don't laugh at, like, specifically at their wedding, on their wedding day, at their dress.
It's
That,
just like the
I
whole
think,
thing, like,
it's deliberate. It's deliberate, because if she would have asked her, and it doesn't matter, I think, if she would have asked her and not asked her to walk her down the aisle, because ultimately, if she would have asked her, she would have probably said no. And now she just has something to hold against her. Well, you didn't ask me.
exactly.
I think that's what it is.
That's all it is. I think it's just about control and just honestly feeling, just putting her down
Yeah.
to make yourself feel better. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. But I think it's maybe even similar to the previous story, that kind of like, I bet she looked stunning in that dress. I bet she was absolutely beautiful. You know, it's a lovely dress, and I bet she looked like $1,000,000. And maybe her mother couldn't stand the fact that she was this beautiful and this happy, because maybe by having raised 5 children, making assumptions here, you know, having raised 5 children on her own, maybe she never had that moment of getting married to her best friend, and maybe it was jealousy.
I think it was jealousy. I mean, I don't know.
The thing is, I think she's asking the question, should I confront her?
I don't think you should. I think you should just cut contact with your mother at this point. Like, she's not gonna change.
No.
And she's like confronting her. It's maybe it will give you some. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna actually say something that will make you feel better. I think it will just
No.
make you feel worse.
Yes.
I think confronting her, it won't do anything or make you feel better. I think what will make you feel better is cutting contact with her and not having her be in your life, or like so much in your life,
Agreed.
to the point where like what she says and what she does affects you. You should like start your own family, like with your husband, like build something together. And
you have your brothers.
you have your brothers as well. Like, that's enough of a support system that you don't need your mother. And
Yes.
by the way she acts, you shouldn't.
If somebody is like that nasty and that horrible to you, like making you feel insecure at what is supposed to be the happiest day of your life, that's really sad.
It is. And like, if you cut her off and she's like, oh, why are you not speaking to me anymore, you can be like, this is, here's the list. Here's the list. Read through it. If you want to add notes, you could, but I don't care.
Yeah. Definitely not the arsehole. Don't speak to her. Just, if she wants to contact you, if you feel emotionally stable enough. But I wouldn't even bother bringing it up, because you're wasting your breath. And I know how hard it is, and I know like how tempted this may be to clear the air and say you have hurt me, because you're doing it because you want the person to say to you, I didn't realize, I'm sorry. But a lot of the time people
They're not gonna say that.
no, because they have a different viewpoint and they put blame on you. And I think you're just running a risk of her lashing out to you at you even more.
Yeah. Shall we get through some comments?
Yes,
There's some
please.
comments from OP as well.
Okay, let's have a
Okay. Your mom is mean.
yes.
Maybe she thinks of herself as brutally honest, but laughing at your wedding dress is just mean. Unfortunately, there is nothing you can say to make her change her mind. She should apologize, but it's doubtful she will. Go enjoy your honeymoon and try not to give your mother another thought. And then OP responds to that. She definitely likes to say she speaks her mind, but it's almost always a cover for blatant rudeness. It makes me sad because I love her, but to do this on my wedding day is something I don't know if I can just overlook because she's my mom. Thanks for the comment, and I'm sure I will enjoy my honeymoon. We saved up to go to the Maldives, and I think it will be rest I need. Okay. Well, good that you're going to the Maldives.
Oh, I love the Maldives.
It's beautiful.
Have you
Some
been?
more comments. I've been when I was young. Haven't been like in the recent times.
I've been.
So
Few years
beautiful.
ago. It's very, very beautiful.
It's just the reefs are amazing there.
Is that an update?
No
I don't know.
update from this one because she posted a picture of of her dress and someone's like, the dress is so gorgeous. She responds, thank you, I loved it before I even put it on. To be honest, for my mom to laugh at me hurt more because I loved my dress so much and it felt that like I felt that pretty in it. The dress is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a nice wedding dress. I think the only reason she laughed
Can we
at it,
insert the picture in the comments?
I can put the insert the picture, like I'll insert the picture here so people can see the dress. Just need to make sure to do it. I probably will. But yeah, it's a beautiful wedding dress, and I think it's not the way, like it's not the dress that made your mom laugh. It's just
No.
it's just her wanting
It was
to be
never
down.
about the dress.
Never about the dress.
Nope.
Okay, and now we're going to the next and last story.
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
Okay. Wait, hang on. I just need to sit up because I'm sliding. I'm sitting on
You
this.
slide. I want to try the Queer Brew Body Shift Pale Ale.
Drink it.
I want to drink it. Ooh. Okay. That was not supposed to happen. I like it.
Do you like it?
It's very like, just like chill. Like it doesn't feel too strong.
No. It's 4%. It's easy drinkable.
It's super easy drinkable. I like it. I don't like it when my beer tastes super bitter, you know.
No. So I think it's a great one.
And it's gluten free.
Yeah.
Makes
It's a win. It's a win-win-win. Sometimes gluten-free don't taste that great,
Yeah.
but that's a really nice one. Big fan of the Body Shift. Right.
My legs are starting to get numb
Oh no.
from crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. Never-
Okay. Okay. Next story.
Hang on. Just my hair's a cause. Okay. Next story.
Next story. Is my 26 female relationship with my 29 male boyfriend over after this incident? I'll change all the names for privacy. I, 26 female, have been dating my boyfriend Miles, 29 male, for over a year. Miles is an architect, passionate about his work, constantly sketching and dedicating time to his craft. Overall, our relationship has been great. I genuinely thought he was the one. Recently, though, something happened. A few months ago, Miles introduced me to Ava at a mutual friend's birthday party. I'd heard about her before, and now I got to meet her. She was funny and surprisingly stylish. As a fashion buyer, we ended up chatting about trends and what is in right now. I never felt weird about her, even though she and Miles have been friends for years. I was sort of glad she was in his life. She seemed like a good influence compared to some of his other friends. But lately, Miles has been more secretive on his phone, always tilting it away from me. I didn't say anything at first, because I didn't want to be that girlfriend. Last week, I was at his place when his mom showed up, saying her car battery had died and she needed help jump starting it. Miles rushed out, saying it wouldn't take long. He left his phone behind on the coffee table, screen down. I kept myself busy scrolling through TikTok, but his phone started buzzing repeatedly. I'm not insecure, so I wouldn't snoop through my boyfriend's phone, but I couldn't shake my anxiety. After hesitating, I picked up his phone. All I saw were just work messages, making me feel stupid for snooping. But then I checked everything, including his gallery. What I saw made my heart drop. Explicit photos of Ava. Some looked professional while others seemed spontaneous, but they were all sexual. I felt like throwing up. When Miles returned, I couldn't hold back. Why do you have photos of Ava naked on your phone? His reaction was strange. He didn't freak out or deny it. Instead, he just stared, then said, "It's not what you think." He insisted, "It's nothing, and you're overreacting," never addressing my concerns. Eventually, he got defensive, making me feel wrong for invading his privacy. I just decided there and then that I should leave. He's been texting me nonstop, but I'm too angry to respond. I can't stop thinking about those photos, and I can't eat without feeling sick. Why Ava? Why was she sending him that stuff? Why was he even saving them? He can't think I'm that dumb not to find out. Is this salvageable? What am I supposed to do now? There is an update. I'm gonna say it from
Okay,
now.
right.
What do you think happens?
I think it doesn't matter. He hasn't explained it to her. He can't explain it to her. What's the reason? It's not what you think. Okay, well, what am I thinking? And what are you thinking?
Doesn't matter what you think at this point because it is. You've saved these pictures. You have them on your phone. You're probably
Of another girl naked, unless you have that kind of relationship where you have an open relationship and it's fine. For me, no. I wouldn't even need an explanation.
no.
That's it. We're done.
Same. We're done. I don't need it's not salvageable. At least for me personally, I'm not
No.
the type of person that can get cheated on and then try and repair the relationship. I am just, if you cheat on me, we're done. That's it.
Yes.
This relationship is over.
Yes. But see, this is what I think, because I would be, if this would be me, I would have the issue then that I would turn myself into a nervous wreck by then constantly, whenever his phone would be beeping, I would be like, oh, what's happening? Who's that? And I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
No, neither. And also, I've been cheated on in my last relationship. I've been cheated on, and you moving forward, after that happened and that relationship ended, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a beat to myself and try and work through this so that in my next relationship it's not something that I think about constantly, and it because it develops this fear. You become vigilant about everything that happens because you're triggered by this whole other relationship, and I'm like, I need to not take this into my next future relationship, whenever that is. I need to work through this and leave it behind with that person because this is a new person. Yes, it could happen again. I'm hoping it doesn't, but I can go into a relationship being like, this can happen, this will happen.
But I think it's a two-way thing. It's like, you could also cheat on somebody.
True.
And I think that's the important thing also, that, with some people think that, I might be cheating, whatever, but then it might also be the other person. So people should never be too sure about their relationship, and I think it just should be coming together and making it work. And if you want to be with one person, why do you feel the need to be with somebody else? Do you need the reassurance? Is it the adventure? But then maybe that person's not the right thing for you. However, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, for me, hard no if you would cheat on me. And I had this before. I've been cheated on, and I remember the comment when I had absolute proof that this happened. His comment was, "Do you not trust me? If we don't have trust, we have nothing." Well, clearly not.
You broke the trust. We have nothing then.
Yeah.
You're the one that broke the trust.
He was denying it, and he was like, although I did have the proof, and I was like, you're denying it, and you then turning it around back on me. gaslighting me, saying,
That's what they do. That's what
"Oh,
cheaters do. They do everything.
if you don't trust me, we have nothing." Well, clearly we have nothing then, honey.
I don't get it. I don't get it. And I also don't get how people can, like, they'll be like, basically be dating two people at once with, like, not in
It's
an
too
open, like,
stressful.
so stressful. Like, how do you, like, keep up, because you have also different personalities, I feel like, with like two people, like, different things about different people. Like, how do you remember which restaurant you went to with which person? And, like,
I don't know. It's too stressful.
I don't know. I feel
One's too stressful.
super stressful.
Too stressful.
Okay,
No, but absolutely, in her case, no. Why would you have? And do you know what? If I would be in a relationship and somebody, and whatever I do, like, through working in fashion, there are some maybe more explicit pictures. I would say to my partner, look, this is what I did today. Like, they're quite explicit, but I just want to share this with you. But then I would share everything that I do anyway, because I think if you're in a relationship, you share it. So for me, if I would have more explicit pictures of male, female, any human on my phone, I would probably share this with my partner, because, like, this is my work. I would say, hey, look, that's what I did today. I did the shoot today, and these are the pictures. What do you think?
yeah, you should be sharing everything with your partner.
Yeah.
They're your partner.
Yeah. Specifically, I think I would make a point of it, of just saying, like, look, I've done the shoot today. Oh my God, there were moments. Woohoo. But here are the pictures. I'm proud. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. Should we get into some of the comments?
Oh, absolutely.
Top comment. It's not what you think is the only valid response if it is immediately followed by the surprisingly innocent, truthful explanation that makes total sense once revealed. Failing that, one must assume it is what you think. You found his wank bank, and Ava is the star.
Yep.
Super gross. This, and if it's not what you think, then he needs to immediately follow up with what it is. He didn't, because it is exactly what OP thinks. Basically the same comment. Alright. Let me see. I think there was...
Why do men need a wank bank? Can they just start imagine things?
I know, right? I feel like men have really bad imagination.
Oh.
I think men have a really, really, like, bad imagination.
Oh.
I don't know. I think maybe they do have, like, I don't know. I feel...
I
like,
don't
when
know.
you think about porn, yes, women can watch porn, but the majority is men. And I think because men have a really bad imagination. Like, a woman can read a spicy book, and that will be good enough. Because they have a really vivid imagination. Guys need a visual thing, I think.
Okay. Moving along. Right.
Personal opinion. So someone commented, what does he say in the non-stop texts? And OP responded, the only ones I saw were, please let me explain the situation. There is more than you know. And I'm not cheating, babe. I can prove it if you let me talk to you. No. After that, I muted him. I didn't want to engage with that anymore.
Good.
So...
No, but see, unless you have that kind of relationship, but then how long have they been together?
Let me see.
Was it
just over a year?
Oh, yeah, but then by the time like, if this is like, somebody who might have a wank bank, and, that's the way they operate. So it's not physical cheating. It's just what they do. You either accept it or you don't accept it. But after a year, you should know these things. Those little kinks that you can either live with or you can't live with. But then you should know this by now. I find it strange. And like, did she send you the pictures so you can give her your opinion because you were friends before she sends it to another guy? Ew.
Too ew. And
it's just
weird.
ew. It's just weird. Everything about this is weird. You have another girl's explicit images on your phone, and without this being a knowing kink or like a stranger or whatever, it should never be a friend. It should always be a stranger. Otherwise, things get too messy.
You also discussed that in the relationship before it starts. Like, hey, I have this. Would that be a deal breaker or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there is an update.
Oh, yes.
So, update is my 26 female relationship with my 29 male boyfriend over after this
Yes.
incident. First of all, thank you to everyone who reached out to me privately or responded to my original post, whether you were understanding or trying to give me a reality check. I genuinely appreciated it. I know many of you advised against reaching out to him, but I decided to do it anyway. I texted him. There were tons of unanswered messages, and it wasn't too long before he responded. I invited him to the cafe we used to go get bagels from every Saturday morning to make him feel nostalgic and sad about throwing away our sweet tradition, and partly because I felt a public space would force us to keep things civil. He tried hugging me when he came, but I just wanted to get straight to the point. The explanation he gave me was honestly confusing. Apparently, he and Ava had dated a few years back, and he thought I'd make him drop her as a friend if I found out. He went on to say that he deleted her nudes, but because of some storage issue, they were still on his iPad, and when his phone synced with his iPad, the photos got downloaded onto his phone. Yeah, right. This felt like a huge reach, but I decided to play along with it until the next day when I decided to start my own investigation. I found Ava on Instagram through Miles' following list, messaged her, and asked her to get the story straight. After about 30 minutes, Ava responded with, "We never dated." Shortly after getting Ava's message, I called her and gave her all the facts. She was absolutely petrified. She said he could not possibly have her nudes. I tried to describe the photos from what I remembered, but she reassured me that not only did she not take pictures like that, there was also no possibility they existed in the first place. I was cautious, but her reaction was convincing. At that point, I felt like I was going insane. I said goodbye to Ava because this was too much for both of us. I went straight to his house. When he let me in, I demanded answers, and I told him to stop bullshitting me. That's when he broke down and admitted the truth. He made AI-generated photos with her face. He mumbled something about it being a mistake, but I stopped listening. I just needed to leave. Avoiding his pathetic attempts to touch me or comfort me, I left his place, took an Uber home, and spent the rest of the night crying. He's been blocked everywhere. He won't be reaching me again. After I informed Ava about the vile things he had done, she started tearing up. She cried, I cried, it was a mess. I kept apologizing to her, and it felt like I had some part of this horrible situation. The rest will stay private, but I'll be supporting Ava with whatever she decides to do with this information. I'm just glad it's over. My friend will be staying over for a few days to help me get through this. Thank you for everyone who shared kind words and cared. I'm still figuring things out, but I'll be okay.
That's horrific.
Can you sue someone for doing this?
I don't know.
Like, that has to be illegal.
No, but I don't know. See,
I feel
this
like
is
there's not
like
enough.
AI is it's so tricky.
It's
Such
so
a
new.
gray area. I don't think that there's like a lot of laws when it comes down to these kind of like invasion of privacy.
I think there isn't because it's so new
Privacy.
yet that people like they haven't made laws for this, but it should be illegal. That's like
But what are they doing? I mean, they're just sticking like. I mean, we do this all the time. People do it all the time. Just look at Instagram. You know, they're changing their bodies to something they're not. He just took her clothes off and morphed her face onto a body that is not hers. I don't think. I mean, I can see this as a complete violation, and it really freaks me out.
it's a complete violation. Also, that's your friend. You did this to your friend.
And then why?
Why you have a
is it-
girlfriend?
So okay. Sorry.
No worries.
It's my take my tablet alarm. Sorry.
It's
Okay.
okay.
So what I find, okay, so he was caught. What I find quite boggling, is that he was caught and then still lied. Said they dated. Do you not think that this girl has enough brains? The girl that you dated for a year has enough brains to ask her and say, did you guys date? And he clearly didn't have the brains to call Ava girl and say, yeah, I've just told her that we've dated.
But also, like,
It's just
no,
weird.
it's weird. But also, it's your friend, and you did this to your friend. You like, AI generated naked pictures of your friend. That's so fucked up. And like that girl, I feel so bad for her, but maybe, I'm hoping
good riddance.
good riddance to this guy, and maybe they could be friends now from the situation. And like the word OP is like a kind of, I feel bad because I feel like I'm part of this horrible situation, and I had some part of this horrible situation. I'm like, you didn't. This was not on you. Just because you dated the guy and he did this, and you ended up finding out, you exposed him for who he is,
Yeah.
and you exposed him to your friends. So she's not gonna be friends with him anymore
No.
because he clearly is
Ew.
into her.
Yeah, of course. But why are you? If you, is then was his girlfriend always ever just second best? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm so confused. I'm so freaked out. Ew.
Someone commented, well, at least he was telling the truth when he said it's not what you think.
Very true.
Well, that was quite a plot twist I didn't expect. I guess he was right when he said it's not what you think.
Yeah.
Definitely was not what I was thinking. When I first read this post, I'm like, oh, there's like an update, great. And I go in to read the update, I was like, oh my god.
Definitely not what I was thinking.
Definitely not what I was thinking. I love that women no longer tolerate men's weird, abusive, ridiculous bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes, because this shouldn't be tolerated.
Ever.
Someone commented, I would blast him out publicly all over social media, let everyone know what kind of creep he is. And then OP responded, that was my first thought too. I'm trying to distance myself from this mess for a while because even thinking about him makes me anxious. On the other hand, Ava is considering a different approach to this. She wants to take this whole thing to court. I don't think I can disclose much, but come on, using her image without consent. There was definitely emotional damage. I'm not sure how all of this will play out legally, but if she decides to go through with it, I'll be there. I want him to suffer his
But
consequences.
it's not her image.
It's her face.
Yeah.
He used her face. And then, but like AI is different than just photoshopping a face to a naked body. AI, like you can add like an image with like clothes on, like something more tight, and then AI just generates it. It's a bit weird. It's not just like photoshopping like a face onto like a body. I don't know. I don't think there's still such laws, unfortunately, but there should be because AI is also used, like for like videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it's
Oh, you kind of have whole professional photos taken with AI. You just upload a picture and they do an AI photo shoot with you.
there's also like AI like on your camera phone right now. If you have a picture and there's something in the background or someone in the background that you don't want in your picture, and that's just on camera roll, you can go with the AI too, and you can just remove that person.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Remove. Sometimes I would like to do it in real life. Just remove that person in the background.
But yeah, that was some crazy Reddit stories.
Oh my god.
I think that last person,
That really threw me. What a plot twist.
I hope she's okay. I hope she just takes a break, takes a beat to herself, and like
It's very violating.
I try to think
weird.
not every guy is this weird.
And sometimes I honestly think like I'm maybe just too old. That I'm like really freaked out by all of
Like,
this.
that's not like the first time I've heard this kind of thing. That's why maybe I'm like,
people do weird shit, and
People
maybe
do
I
weird
think I'm
shit.
too naive or too old or too whatever. That I think, can we not just all be happy?
I think the world is too messed up for everyone to be happy.
No, but we don't need to. I don't know.
Resort to this.
Violate somebody by AIing their face into sexually explicit body positions.
No, I
No.
think
that's a hard no.
that's a hard no.
Good riddance. It's good that she found out now, though, and not when they have
Like,
maybe
when you-
married or children.
When you have like that gut feeling, follow that fucking gut feeling.
Always.
Like, what, like, they say like, oh, if you feel the need to snoop through your partner's phone, the relationship is probably doomed.
Yeah.
But I think your gut feeling has to be so strong for you to be like, yeah, let me just go through his phone. Like, I feel like, because she noticed the fact that his phone was like flipped down, like you would like hide it away from her.
But then why? See, I find that weird. Okay, good. It's good that you brought this up because like, I was thinking about this and then I kind of forgot about it when you were talking about it. Because he wasn't texting anyone and he wouldn't just sit next to her like looking at the images.
Maybe. So there is this other AI thing where basically it's like an AI sexual role playing type of app. I think that exists. Like things like this exist.
I know.
So he could have made like a alpha type character, like preferences and things like that, and just been like texting that AI thing, pretending it to be alpha,
Oh.
like having this like
Yeah.
psycho relationship,
Okay.
AI relationship with.
Yes.
I think that could be it.
I think that
And,
must be
like-
it because otherwise, you know, if you just have the images on your phone, there's no need to like kind of flip it and tilt it.
Yeah, because you're just gonna go to the bathroom and do your thing, and then you don't need to look at them now after.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be that. Oh, it's weird.
Oh, that's very weird. No, it must be it. It must be it. Maybe we should be detectives. It must be this because it can't be. Otherwise, like, there's no need. But like, if you start like tilting your phone, and you're probably getting.
Him and his AI chat robot.
Oh my god.
You look good in this, babe.
I feel
Meanwhile,
it
your
will, but,
girlfriend
like,
is sitting right next, like an actual physical girlfriend is sitting right next to you, but you would rather text the AI robot.
Yeah. Maybe the AI robot doesn't talk back. Whoops.
I mean, soon they're gonna make AI people, so
No.
I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I don't wanna think about it.
Right. Moving along.
Moving
Moving to the end.
moving to the end.
Moving to the end. That's it for today's
That's
episode.
it for today's episode. Yes.
See you next time.
See you
Thanks
next
for watching.
time. If you want more stories, we'll do some more. Have some more saved up. So
Leave us a comment.
and subscribe. Have a good day.
And you.
Bye.
Bye.
And just